Okay, so I'm over here at Kyvio's specific pricing calculator. So Neil and Steven were awesome enough to put this together so that you can get a really good idea about where you should price your product without having to do a lot of digging. I do want to add the caveat. Whatever price you get here on this calculator, please, please, please do some research and compare it across the internet to see where it kind of ranks. Now, what you can do with the price that it gives you is say, this is what it should be priced out, or this is what we're going to price it out as, but here's your discount, this is how much we're going to charge for it. So please keep in mind how your course is going to price out against your competitors and what your members are going to think about your pricing where they have pricing issues at, and put it there, but don't undersell yourself. You want to make sure you price it to get the most. You can also kind of test your pricing. So starting off low because it's, you're just putting members in, and then inch your way up. Push the price limit until you get pushback, and then bring it down and find that happy spot. So you don't see the link on here. You can get the link underneath the training that will specifically take you to the pricing calculator. This was not something that Kyvio wanted to share with everyone, but I'm so glad they built it. So, how should you price your course? So, for simplicity, if your course is monthly or yearly, consider the cost calculation as a yearly cost. Otherwise, default is a one-time cost. So, take a look at that and break out the price if you're doing a monthly charge, and consider what is the normal amount of months that somebody is going to spend in your course before they turn over. So if people typically come into your membership and they leave in 3 to 6 months, take the course price that's given here and divide it by 3 or 6. So how much are you actually offering? How big is the course? So think about it. Is it something like that we created at the very beginning of this, where it's something super short and sweet? You've been like a master at this. You spent probably the entire 30 days building out content, and it is massive. Choose which one this is. For this particular one, we're going to go with average. What type of content will you provide? Is it videos only, audio, text only, ebook, or hybrid of all of them? So for us, we're going to put a hybrid because I've always found that it's really valuable to have a hybrid. Obviously, if you only have text or audio, it's going to be less. If you have video, this is not going to be as much as having all of it is like the hybrid, but it's going to be more than just text only. Perception is everything. How is your course perceived? Does your competitor have a similar course? Hopefully, remember day 2, you did this research. If there are courses out there, then go ahead and say yes, or put no if you have no idea. You better not have no idea. I want you've done the research. So this should be a very definitive for you, yes or no. We're going to go with no. How much would a similar course from your competitor cost? Now, this is a very interesting concept because if you have a specific competitor or if you don't have a competitor, if you have a competitor, you have a price that you can use. If you don't have a direct competitor, you're going to need to go out there and do some research for similar competitors. So let's just say it is, I'm going to go, we could do the middle. I didn't even know that. I'm going to make it really exact. Oh, it won't let me. 297. I'll go with 296. So there we go. Do your research. Try to get the best estimate. This is going to help kind of with that sanity check so the price doesn't go overboard. Are you bigger or smaller than your competitor, or are you the same? So I'm going to look at this, and I don't have a direct competitor, but I do have similar competitors. Likewise, make sure you do your research so that you're making about the same assumption. Is there real scarcity for people to join? Real scarcity, people. Don't assume that you have, don't try to create scarcity. We mean real scarcity. Likely it's going to be no, unless you're building a course so somebody can compete in a very specific event on a very specific day. Are video transcripts and or subtitles for videos included? Yes or no? So these are not too hard to add, but it's going to be a big difference in how you're priced at. So for most people, this is going to be a no. You have actual testimonials, actual people, not fake ones. This is why we asked you to go ask people for recommendations on LinkedIn and Facebook. Can someone get results within the first 30 days of signing up? They better. You don't want them. Your course should get somebody up and going as fast as humanly possible. You need to architect some excitement in there and some quick wins. So if the answer is no, go back and architect some in so the answer is yes. Does this course come with an online community component? I want you to make sure that this answer is always a yes. It is absolutely free to include a Facebook group. It costs you nothing and it is minimal additional effort, but can stop that churn and people leaving. There are people who pay for Digital Marketer their membership, their DM Lab, for $38 a month just for the Facebook group. They no longer use the courses, they just want the Facebook group. Do not create a course without a community component. Final questions. Course production quality. Where are you going to be? Is this filmed with your iPhone? We're going to be in the meh. Did you use a DSLR with some decent lighting? Then we're going to talk average. Or is it like a Hollywood movie where you're changing camera angles, you're going from black and white to color, you're moving around office spaces? If there's high production, this is the one we're going to choose. I'm hoping most of you are in the average, but don't let filming stop you from just using an iPhone and getting something put together. Are you holding a live event post-purchase? Yes, in person, online, or no? This would be like a live webinar. It could be a Facebook Live event, just something that somebody else can actually come to. And obviously the one in person. Think traffic and conversion, your workshops. This is going to be the in-person component. Do you include quizzes for testing and workbooks for homework? So workbooks can also be download PDF that they can print out, and so templates, worksheets, checklists. I'd like you if you can, but don't let that hold you back from creating your membership site. Does it include occasional Q&As, monthly, weekly, and never? Again, kind of coming back over to this online component, go ahead and add Q&A whenever possible. So weekly, monthly, or never. Is there one-on-one consulting? Yes or no? This could also be part of, this might be, so you see a price down here, and we base this actually on our Kyvio, We Coach Kyvio group that we're putting together, but you can have two different components. What is the price with no versus the yes? This could be your core product that you're selling, that the majority of the people are getting, and this can be your profit maximizer where you're adding on that one-on-one consulting. So use the calculator to help see the different price levels. What kind of money back guarantee are you offering? They have to fight me to get their money back. Fulfill some steps first, unconditional or double money back guarantee. This is going to change the price point just a little. So you kind of see the price, and you can see when you tweak these, the number at the bottom changes. So quizzes at the end, no, yes. They're not big movements. Now watch this. This right here is one of the biggest components to cost. If my competitor is pricing theirs at $2,000, pricing will start to jump up significantly. Okay, so we've walked you through this calculator so that you can kind of get pricing for your courses. We'll include the link right below the training so you can get into the calculator yourself. There's probably going to be an opt-in to make sure that you are a Kyvio member. And just come in here and start putting in what you're working with for this 30-day launch. You can always come back in and tweak it later when you add more to your course. So use the calculator, and then I want you to come over to the Kyvio School for the Gifted Entrepreneur and let us know what the man, I'm dying here. So now that you have a price for your course, take a moment to go over to the Kyvio School for the Gifted Entrepreneur and jump in there and let us know what the calculator priced out for you and a couple of the things that shifted your price one way or the other. Take a moment also to let us know how it's priced, what your thoughts on are that price. Do you feel like it's high? Do you feel like it's low? And what are some things that you can do quickly to move the needle up and get a better price? Tomorrow, we're going to be back again with our 30-day challenge, and we're going to start actually building the pieces of your funnel to support your membership site, and these are really critical. This is the difference between many of the winners and the losers when it comes to membership courses. So come over to the Kyvio School for the Gifted Entrepreneur, ask your question, post your pricing, call me out at Jenna Apgar, and let's get your questions answered. Remember, you're a Kyvian and you're not in this alone. Have a great day.